Mrs. Joshi, English lecturer in this college. I will be handling you the subject English, and I feel proud to teach all of you English. This is a language which opens the gate of globalization to all of you. And English is a basic language for all of you to study other core subjects also. So, it's very important for you to study English, both communication English as well as theoretical along with grammar. All these sections will help you to achieve your goal in the life. In that trial, I deal with the syllabus of PUC first year. Here we have two books. One is named Reflections, this book, and this is a course book for PUC first year. Then second book is Articulations. This book, Articulation, is a workbook, and this book also carries 50 marks. Both the books are very essential for the study of English in PUC first year course. Now in brief, I want to tell you about the chapters that you are going to study. You have totally 13 chapters. In that, few are poems. So, both prose as well as poetry section are very important. First chapter in this book is Gentleman of Jungle. This chapter deals with some of the political affairs of Kenya, which was a British colony. The writer, Imo Kenato, is giving a brief knowledge about how was the political condition in that country. Coming to next one, that's a poem by William Blake. This is about the schoolboy. Here, the poet explains in what way the formal education gives an impact on the mind of students. Then we come to the third chapter. It's about Around the Medicinal Tree Park. It's written by Purna Chandra Tejasvi. Purna Chandra Tejasvi has made efforts to give a thorough knowledge about the herbal medicinal plants which are helping us to maintain a good health like our ancient. Next, Or Manusham. Or Manusham is a story which gives us an idea how a man gets transformation in his mind. A good person changes into bad one, and the bad man, how the circumstance made him to turn himself towards the good points of life. After that, we are having a poem called Money Madness by D.H. Lawrence. The poet here had taken a good efforts to give us a knowledge that how the money madness will make a man a devilish one. After that, we come to the chapter named Babar Ali. Babar Ali is a boy of age 16 coming from West Bengal. He has done a good effort in educating the children who are totally away from the school. And he has taken extraordinary strain to bring almost all children to the school who were away from it due to many reasons like poverty, lack of money to pay the fees of schools, or who are lacking to buy the textbooks also. Then next comes a poem named If I Were a Tree. Here the poet deals with how the caste discrimination has affected the social life of the people in olden days, and what will be the mentality of the people to face all the social problems dealing with these caste, creed and religious prejudice. After this, we are having the story named, it's a one-act play drama containing the story of Watchman. The 8th chapter is about Watchman of the Lake. This is written by R.K. Narayan. Here he tells about the life of the people who are dedicated and who are doing a sincere effort to retain the water reservoirs in their villages. This is having a story about the dedication of life. Then comes next the poem written by Olga. The name of the poem is Farmer's Wife. This poem contains the ideas about present social problems of farmers. Here the farmers are having loan, and they can't repay the loan, how it affects on their life. After this chapter, we have an autobiography from Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass is a slave, and he is coming from totally slave family. He himself has written the difficulties faced by the slaves in their life and how was their condition, how critical it was, even very negligible, and which is very, very crucial. Then we go to the poem An Old Woman. This is written by Arun Kotkar, who tells about the self-respect of the old woman. Even though she is so aged, even though she is not having any capacity to work, not having any strength to work, still she don't want to have any obligation, or she don't want to ask alms or beg anybody for her life living. She wants that she must work something, she must earn something, and she should live her life on her own work. This is about the self-respect of the old woman, which makes any generation who spend the earnings of their parents very lavishly. It is giving a good moral lesson to them. Next chapter is about two gentlemen of Verona. Here we see two small kids shouldering the responsibility of their life and what all type of works they do for providing good medicine, for providing good medical aid to their sister. That's why it's counted as the best story in English literature. The last one, we come here about the poem named Do Not Ask Me of My Love. Here the poet is giving a very nice picture about the difference between the real life and the filmy life, where immature love exists. Children always are under the wrong impression and they count that physical attraction itself is a love. our poet gives a very nice picture about how this in fact makes our life very horrible for children. Like this, we are having very nice stories, poems in this. As we have seen in a book, course book, so many stories, poems, life histories, autobiographies, etc., etc. When we get a moral knowledge, we have to study the grammar section in the book named Articulation. In this book, we have to theoretically study how the sentence should be constructed and how we have to express our feelings, ideas, and our thoughts in a systematic way. For the expression of our ideas in a systematic way through the medium of English, we must have a thorough knowledge of grammar. For the study of grammar, our PU board has prescribed a book named Articulation, where we have a grammar topics basically which support us to construct the sentence and how to communicate with others. Here we study the skills like articles, how to use the articles in the sentence, then prepositions, tenses, subject and verb agreement, word order, which all help us to make a sentence, help us to write the sentence in a proper way. We come for framing the questions, question tags, then reading comprehension. All these things make us to get the knowledge about writing and communicating skills. We have letter writing skill here, dialogue writing, cursive writing, and how to deal with the communications. All these chapters make us to have a good knowledge of English writing as well as reading. And each topic will carry 3 marks, and some of them are having 5 marks. Articles 3 marks, preposition, tense, subject verb agreement, word order, question forms almost have 3 to 4 marks for them. Then passage, for that you are having maximum marks. Letter writing also you are having maximum, which will help you to score good marks in English language. English, according to me, even though it is an international language, is very damn easy, because the subject has totally mingled with this language itself, has totally mingled with our native vernaculars. Vocabulary, even though it is needed more to use into our day-to-day life, we have seen many words already mixed with our regional languages. Take for example, nobody knows so many technical words, what they call in Kannada. People are more familiar with English wordings only. For example, the word time. You take in Kannada, people don't know what's the word for time in Kannada. Even a day laborer, or a farmer, or uneducated fellow, illiterate fellow, sorry, not uneducated, illiterate persons also nicely they'll ask in Kannada, time ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿತ್ರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದೆ
ಈ ವಿಷಯನ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗಂಟೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದೆ, ವೇಳೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಕನ್ನಡ ಪದವನ್ನೇ ಮರೆತು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಟೈಮ್, ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್, ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಪದಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಆಡು ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಳವಾಗಿ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗೋಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗೂ ಅವುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಸಪ್ರೇಟಾಗಿ ತೆಗೆದು ಇದು ಕನ್ನಡ ವರ್ಡ್ ಏನ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳುವಂಥ ಮೆಂಟಾಲಿಟಿನೇ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿವಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಶೋಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ we are using English maximum in our vernacular language also. That's why we feel that English is not at all a foreign language for us, because majority 80% of the words we are using English in Kannada. We have to find where is Kannada, not where is English. And such is the situation. We feel very easy to understand, but this understanding of English makes us to score good marks, get good marks in other core subjects like physics, mathematics, bio, CS or any other subjects which we need to study during this PUC course. So I say all of you to purchase both the books, workbook as well as course book, which are very, very important from the point of view of examination. And unless and until you have a textbook with you, you can't follow the chapters. Each and every chapter will make you to get a capability to write the questions, answers for the questions which they ask in the examination. 12 marks, 1 marks questions you will be having. These 12 questions may come from any part of the chapter or any part of the poem. So it needs for you to study line by line. And moreover, language cannot be taught without the textbook. That's why today only better purchase a textbook, beg, borrow or steal, but have a textbook with you. You must have a workbook with you. Then only we can practice, we can study. So from my next class onwards, I will start with the syllabus. First chapter of the course book, that is The Gentleman of Jungle. Why I am in such a hurry to start the text is, because of corona or so many social as well as medical problems, we have already lost 3 months, valuable 3 to 4 months. We have to cover all the portions, all the syllabus within the short period. So we must take very serious steps in getting the textbooks and help yourself to study and help yourself to follow up what lectures we are going to give on these chapters. By this, I thank one and all for following the tips to get well versed with the course book as well as working. I thank one and all once again, and I will start the text from my next class. Thank you.